How to manage your cooler for road trip food budgeting. Are you gearing up for a road trip and wondering how to keep your food budget in check while enjoying delicious meals on the go? Managing your cooler effectively can make a big difference. Let's break down some practical steps to help you save money and keep your food fresh. First, selecting the right cooler is essential. Look for a cooler with good insulation and enough space for your trip length and the number of people traveling with you. If your trip is longer, consider using two coolers. One can hold perishables like meats and dairy, while the other can store drinks and less sensitive items. This way, you reduce how often you open the cooler with perishables, keeping everything colder and safer. Next, pre-chill both your cooler and the food. Coolers are great at keeping things cold but do not chill items. Place ice bags inside the cooler overnight before loading your food. Also, freeze or refrigerate as many items as you can before packing. This includes meats, sauces, and beverages. Doing this will extend the life of your ice and keep your food fresh longer. When packing, aim for an ice-to-food ratio of about 2:1 by volume. This means you should have twice as much ice as food. Pack items tightly to eliminate air pockets, which can cause ice to melt faster. Place the foods you plan to eat first on top for easy access without opening the cooler too much. Using square or stackable containers can help maximize space. Using ice efficiently is another key point. Combine large ice blocks with loose ice. Large blocks melt slower, helping to keep things cold longer, while loose ice is great for drinks. Keep loose ice separate to avoid contamination. If the ice melts, drain excess water if you can replenish the ice. Leaving water in the cooler can slow further melting. It is also important to keep the cooler in a cool spot inside your vehicle. Place it in the main cabin rather than the trunk, especially in hot weather. Keep it out of direct sunlight and consider covering it with a wet towel or reflective material to reduce heat gain. When you stop, store it in the shade or inside an air-conditioned space if possible. Minimizing how often you open the cooler is vital. Each time you open it, cold air escapes and warm air enters, causing ice to melt faster. Plan your meals and snacks so you open the cooler less frequently. For example, in the morning, take out items for lunch and keep them in a smaller container outside the main cooler. Organizing your food by meal and type can also help. Group foods for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks in separate bags or containers. This organization speeds up access and reduces the time the cooler is open, helping to maintain cold temperatures and reduce spoilage. Lastly, monitor food safety. Use a refrigerator thermometer to ensure food stays below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. If the ice melts completely and food warms above safe temperatures, it is better to consume perishables quickly or discard them to avoid illness. By managing your cooler effectively, you can reduce the need to buy expensive roadside food, avoid spoilage, and stretch your food budget while enjoying fresh meals throughout your road trip.